used to think, were we honoring? Were we disobedient? Were we selfish? Why were we sent here to endure punishment by the adversary? I used to wonder, are we the fallen ones? Why were we sent here? Why were we sent on a planet with the fallen ones? These are the things I used to wonder. Why were we sent here? What was the purpose? Why were we sent to this planet? What did we do wrong? These are the questions I would ask myself. Why were we sent here to suffer? Why were we sent here to be tortured? And why were we sent here to these families that are filled with anger and hate, filled with resentment, filled with catastrophic events? Why were we sent here to endure so much pain, so much suffering? Is this really supposed to be our hell? Hell on earth? Because there has to be a reason. Why were we sent here? Why were we sent to this place? The same place as the fallen ones has been sent. Why is that? Is it because the earth was supposed to be the forbidden fruit that others were not supposed to be within? Hold on.
Even better. Get out there.
Is this what was supposed to happen? Is this why we are enduring the things that we are enduring? Is this the reason why we were sent here? Was to suffer for our misfortunes, our misdeeds, and what we did in the heavenly realm? Are we a part of the 200 angels that fell? Or are we just happen to be in the crossfires? You know, I used to wonder these things. Why? Why were we sent here? Why are we sharing this world with the fallen ones? These that taught agriculture, these that taught farming, taught metalworkings, taught witchcraft, taught the art of war. The question is why? Here's what I believe. There are those that have fallen, and there are those that have been sent here to bring those back that have been corrupted by the fallen. My belief is that there are many that have joined up with the adversary. I may, about 85% of the world the other 15% are the ones that are here to be that test, be that light, be that guide. But we're here to be that test. Because the fallen one has no loyalty. The fallen one has no sense of morality or respect or honor. A fallen one does not walk upright. But there are a lot of them that are there are some that are lukewarm, that are not followers, but they are here to do a job, and they're lukewarm. Some of them are just pretenders, pretending to be. But in some aspect, they kind of lost their way. When I say lost their way, I mean their flame kind of dimmed a little bit. The flame is not intense. It's kind of, it's not at a amber. It's at a really low fire. It's not a burning bush, you know. It's not like the forest fires in California. So there are those that are here that are here meant to do a job, and they're lukewarm and they're not. And then there's some that have fallen off that were sent here for this job and simply forgot their purpose and why they were sent here. They learn not how to be honest. They learn not how to be righteous by their fellow comrade, or if you want to say their fellow servicemen. And when I say servicemen, I am not talking about no military. I ain't talking about no officers either. We all know how I feel about them. They're working for the adversary. They are, their job is to put you in bondage, whether it be lawyer, judge, DA, cop. That's what they're here for. Just to put you in bondage, to put you in Satan's kingdom. But see, even people like that, they become corrupt. It becomes about the money. It becomes about, oh, I'm just doing this for my family. You're just doing this to work for the adversary. You're here to take freedom. I can understand if there was someone of a lower demonic activity that was committing crimes, by all means. But I'm going to get off that subject because it's a very touchy subject for me. But why were we sent here? Did we do something wrong? Like I said, my belief is that we were sent here to endure. We were sent here to be of a test, but at the same time, being this test, we are a doormat for someone to walk on, step on, dust their shoes off on. We're here to take those that are disloyal, take those that don't see honor in those that they are sharing company with. I've tried many a times with this video, but I was just getting tired. But you know what? I was like, I gotta do this video because I walked to do the video. I did everything I could to try to get this video going and out, and things were just not coming to me like they are coming to me now. We were sent here to endure hardship. You got these grunts, and there are ranks and levels of this anarchy that is of the adversary. There are ranks. You got a grunt. You have what are they called? I had it earlier. Corporal, sergeant, major. You got all these high ranks. Now the grunts and the corporals are those that are in the music business. The sergeants, we call them the middle class. And the majors and higher ups are the Vatican, the presidents, the kings of this earth. If you really think about it, really put your mind there, these beings that came to this earth, that seated themselves on this earth, when man didn't even know what a word was, but they did know how to draw. They did know how to do sticks and stuff like that, and do draw animals, and this is how they told their story. But these entities came with language. They came with higher knowledge. They came with teaching, agriculture and all these other things, teaching farming, teaching hunting, teaching weaponry, teaching how to make armor and how to create war. These beings are here to create tyranny, and we are here sharing this planet with them. But believe or not, most of us that are here that are light workers, if you want to call them angels, or if you want to call them chosen ones, if you want to call them what they call prophets or prophetess, we're here to bring those back into the fold that has fallen. But these are the ones that are the grunts and the corporals. This is what we're here to do. We're here to attack them, because when we attack them, that's that is their army, that is their lore, their grunts, their demons, their people that they have brainwashed. But a lot of those grunts love what they're doing. A lot of those corporals, they love what they're doing. They love love creating mischief. They love doing this. They love doing that. And I consider a cop, a lawyer, a judge, a grunt, or a corporal. These are the ones that you have to convince, or not convince actually. You don't need to convince them. They're the ones that have to see the light. They're the ones that have to be upright. They're the ones, they still have to answer to those that are above them, but at the same time, there are those that are, whether they're upright or not, even in the agriculture that these beings have taught the humans, but also music, singing, words. We all know words are magic. Sounds. These all put out a certain frequency to have a person acting a certain way. Certain songs you listen to bring happiness. Certain songs you listen to bring sadness. Certain songs you listen to bring anger, resentment, war. Forgive me, YouTube, but this will be for children. And I know you guys don't like hearing that word, or you don't like hearing the D word. But this is what that is. This is what these adversaries have taught the humans. But we're here to try to get the grunts and the corporals to start to walk upright and not walk on all fours. We are their test. If you have a lawyer that's not walking upright, they don't earn their wings back. You have a judge that does not walk upright, do not earn their wings back. If you have a DA that is not walking upright, will not earn their wings back. If you have a police officer or a guard or whatever it may be in that field, whether it be a FBI agent, whatever it is, they're doing underhanded, criminalized, because you have criminals obtaining criminals. He does something. You got the lower ranking, the corporals, dealing with the grunts of the adversaries. But if we can bring back just one to where they can earn their wings back, we've done our job. It doesn't have to be a multitude. Just take one. But this is what we were sent here for. We were sent here as a test. Many of these grunts and corporals, they fail. They fail horribly. They fail horribly. If you're taking money from people, if you're putting people in jail for something that is not right, if you're, running around creating anarchy, killing, and things of that nature, and you're not good. You are of the adversary. You're not upright. And if we can't get you to change in here, then you fail. Our job is to bring back as many as we can. Even if we just bring one. But this is my thought. This is how I feel. This is what I think. This is what subconsciously had came to me while we were sitting here. I don't think it's a past life thing. I don't think it's karma. In some cases, if you reincarnated several times, so far as relationships wise, or if you did something wrong at this time, or if you took a life and if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. At some point, these things are going to come back around. Yes, I believe in that, but for the most part, the reasons why we're sitting here is to bring those back into the fold that are the grunts and the corporals. This is what we're sitting here for. The captains, the sergeants, the majors, forget about it, because they are a reincarnation of Nephilim and the Anunnaki. Because the first thing the Anunnakis did when they came here is they started mining for gold. Gold has become money. They came here to manipulate human life, or the Holy Spirit, with the Holy Spirit's creation. But their main thing was in slavery. That was their main thing, and also war. They were just a traveling race across this galaxy, and also going through different jump spots and creating havoc everywhere they went. But once they came across a race that was not smart, very primitive, but a race that was at peace, no violence, nothing. What is that saying of the fire was given to them and then it was taken away and it was given back to them? I guess that's the Greek. It's the same thing for the Anunnaki. Enki gave them the fire so they could cook and burn meat. Enlil took the fire back. Enki brought the fire back. It's no different. All the stories are the same, whether it be Greek, whether it be Roman, or whether it be Egyptian. What else? Who else? Across the world, they're all the same. They only lead to one race of beings. One race of beings. But these are the adversaries. These are the ones that are reincarnated. These are the fallen ones. These are the Nephilim. These are the ones that had the children. These are the ones that had the children with the human women and born hybrids. And these hybrids are Nephilim. And whether they're whether they're reincarnated, of course, 100% they're reincarnated. The Anunnaki, yeah, reincarnation. other species that are not from this earth, but at some point we can get a glimpse of what they see. I've experienced because I know. This was a vision during my meditation. During my meditation is the vision. I'm in a ship. I'm looking out the window. And as I'm looking out the window, I see the ship begin to turn like this. All of a sudden, I see the reflection coming up. And I see the planet Nibiru. So we are interlinked with some that are not on this earth. Whether it's our higher self, or whether it's someone that we are neurologically linked to, where we see in other realms, dimensions. But I'm gonna leave this here. I tried so hard so many times to do this video over and over and over and over again. But I'm glad I was able to get this off, what I needed to get off, what I needed to say, and how I needed to say it. I believe I will air the other videos, but I'm not sure. I do have the one that I'm walking outside. But I think this one's going to do. I don't think I'm going to put that other one on. But I want to thank you guys for watching, subscribing. I was having a bit of a trouble with what happened here recently with the pastor and me. And slowly but surely I'm coming around. This happened on Monday and here it is Thursday, so I'm slowly coming around, but I went to the workforce and stuff like that to see about finding some work. But I just really wanted to continue doing what I was doing because I'm so close to getting where I need to be so far as a home where I can start doing healing work. Working with a group of people, you know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching my videos. If this video has moved you, leave a comment, pass it on if you want. But I would say don't be selfish, don't be greedy. They say all knowledge is not all good knowledge, but it is knowledge. So thank you for you all. Thank you wherever you may be in the world, if it's morning, noon, night. I hope you're having a fantastic one. Thank you so much. Thank you. Till next time. You guys love each other like you love yourself. Learn to forgive and let live and let go. The Messiah.